Hey, what's up, y'all? It's 40 caliber 101 again, and I'm bringing you the disassembly and reassembly of my Taurus PT1911 competition race gun that I just recently bought and not have yet to shoot. A shame, right? I promised I'd do a disassembly reassembly of it because a lot of people, they know how to disassemble a 1911, but the difference of that and mine is it's got a compensator, and I think that would be pretty cool, to actually just sit down and do a video of it. It is unloaded. Show y'all the no magazine, nothing in the chamber. All right. So look. See nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. Safe. Okay. But the first deal we are going to do is the basic takedown process. We're going to get our tools that we need. They do make a special tool, but we're just going to use a pair of tweezers and take it down that way. It is easier if the gun is actually cocked and the hammer is back, and I'm about to show you why. All you're going to do is you're going to take the safety and lift it up. Keep the slide from moving. That's a real important piece of information to know. So now that the safety is, the hammer is back, safety is on, we're going to take our tweezers, and right here where our spring would originally, our guide rod and everything, our spring would originally be, where it is, should I say, and where the little plate would go, we're going to stick these tweezers in there. All right. Now, not a lot of 1911s, you would stick your push down the spring, and you would turn it clockwise, right, to move this all the way. But the difference between this, because it's a compensator and not the regular plate, it will not pass enough for the spring to come out. So we're actually going to have to turn it the other way, because we're going to have to take it off at the same time. So we're going to push it in there. Bear with me. So push it down, and we're going to twist it. Now keep your finger on there. That's an important thing, or whatever you have to keep the spring down. Right? Keep your finger there because it will shoot out. Now, getting the compensator off is a little tricky. Just a little. So you got to wiggle it out a little bit. As you noticed, I wiggle it out because it only comes out one way, of course. And you want to kind of keep your finger on it on the spring to take away some of the resistance. So now that that's done, spring is out. You can take this off if you want to. Buffer spring. The compensator is off now. That's your basic takedown with a compensator. Now everything else is the same as a regular 1911. You're just gonna, take off the safety, of course. And you're going to move your slide back. Now, if you notice, my 1911, like most 1911s, don't have another slot right here. It does, but it doesn't. If you notice, mine is really, really tiny, so it is really hard for me to actually kind of get it in there perfect. So you want to kind of eyeball it, and at the same time, you're going to want to push up against the other side of it to actually push the slide release down, or slide release out. So it's kind of a multitasking thing at the same time. So if you notice, I push it up enough for me to be able to grab it and pull the slide release out. Would be a good reason to also use another tool. So that is out. Now all you're going to do is you're going to move your slide forward, and simple enough, right? And the basic takedown of a 1911, just guide rod and your barrel and your slide. Now, if any of y'all actually handled 1911s, which most of y'all probably have, most shooters and everything, and people who deal with weapons, if you have not, this is a good video for you. But that's a simple way to take down the 1911, the Taurus 1911 PT 1911 with a compensator. So it's made for competition. But that's basically the same way. That's exactly how you do it. After you get the compensator off, it's just the same basic way as a regular 1911. And if you know it's the same way to take it down, yes, it's going to be the same way to put it back together. Now that you got everything taken down, and you want to put it back together, you got everything clean, you slide your barrel in till it clicks all the way down. Okay, you're going to take your guide rod, slide it on. Okay, and then you're just going to take the slide and everything and put it back onto the gun. It's as simple as that. Now, you want to kind of get in there. If you notice, the barrel moves. There's a hole in there so you want to kind of get that lined up. All right, you do want to get that lined up. Make sure everything is completely aligned when you go to put this back together. So, and there we go. Should be good enough now. After you do that, you're going to want to take your slide takedown and put it right back in. Now, this is still the tricky part where you have to get the slide, once again, in a perfect position, which will be right about there. Now the slide is everything in back perfect position. You just push it right back in. It moved on me. Sorry about that. And there you go. Now everything else is just simple. You'll take your spring, right? Put it back onto your guide rod. And now you're going to want to, once again, activate your safety so your slide doesn't move. It's just a little trick. Hold down your spring, put in your compensator, right? Since it only goes in one way, and then you're going to want to turn it. Hold it down a little bit. Hold the spring down, should I say. And you want to turn it till you hear a click. Once you hear that click, you know you're good. And this is the click you want to hear. Once it's clicked, you know the compensator is back on. Lay down your safety. Make sure the function's right. Pull the trigger. Reset. Trigger again. It locks. Slide locks. Alright. Now your slide release works. Release your slide release and just fire. Alright. That's the basic takedown, disassembly and reassembly of my Taurus PT1911 with a compensator on it, made for competition. So if y'all do decide to ever get one of these, or a 1911 or Taurus PT1911, now you'll know how to take it down. And I hope this video helped you. If any had any questions, I hope they answered some. But this is 40 caliber 101, bringing you the disassembly and reassembly of my race gun. So 40 caliber 101, signing off.